Boom! What's up? Today, I'm going to teach you how to solve EVM questions. The way that we want to think through this is we want to visualize three people in our mind, one at a time. It's going to guide you through. Now, the first person is this little dude right here. Imagine you're running a project and this guy works for you. His name, we're going to call him Mr. Mr. PV. Right there, Mr. PV. That stands for plan value. But think about what he's like as a person. This guy shows up, he's got his glasses, he's got his hat, he's got a little lunchbox, and he's got a pencil in his hand, and he shows up diligently every day to work. All right? Now, he works for you, and he has a very specific job. He shows up, he goes into his little office, little cubicle, actually just like a little room, not even a cubicle, it's a room. Now, the thing is, it's got a door, there's a little handle, but it's got, that's it. There's no windows, there's no nothing. There's a little ventilation, that's it. There's no perspective provided in the room. He can't even see what's happening. Rain, sleet, snow, he don't know, all right? Now, what he does have in that room is a desk. Let's say the desk is right here. Right there, you can see the little legs. Terrible drawer I am. And he's got a clock. And he's got a date. Hey, it's July 1st. That's all he got. All he has in his room. Now, what does he do every day? He shows up diligently every single day, rain, sleet, or snow. He sits down at his desk, a little chair there, and he looks at his desk, and he's got that schedule network diagram, project schedule network diagram there. So what can he, if you go to his room and you say, hey man, Mr. PV, how's the project doing? He might say, well, based on what my schedule says, the time of day and the day of the year, it's a year-long project. It's $1 million project. We're about halfway through because we started in January. So we should be done. Emphasis on this should be done with about $500,000 in value based on the schedule. Because he's looking at the schedule and saying it's a year-long project. We're halfway through. It's worth $1 million. We're halfway through that. So we should be done with $500,000. And you go, all right, that's cool. But if you just took that information to the big boss and said, hey, I know you asked me this morning how things are going. I went and talked to Mr. PV, plan value. And he said, we should be done with $500,000. What would that boss say to you? Well, the boss would be like, and give me more. He's like, well, we should be done with $500,000. Be like, dude, how far are we done, right? Because this is half of the story. We should be done with about half the work, $500,000. But what are we? Like, what's going on? Get out there on the floor. See what the deal is. Give me the other half of the story. So this dude provides half the story for how our schedule is progressing, right? This Mr. PV. So see him in your mind. Understand the understanding and the value that he provides you. What should be done based on the schedule. He doesn't have any windows in the room, so he doesn't know what's going on. He's not influenced by it's raining or people working hard. He just says, based on the schedule, should be done with this. It's valuable, but it's not complete. All right? Now, the next person that you need to learn is this lady. Her name is Miss EV. EV. What's that stand for? Earned value. Now, she's got a hammer in her hand. Those are little boots. Like she's out there, she's grinding, she's working, she's pushing teams. They're out there welding or they're, hitting things with hammers. They're building bridges. They're putting, concrete down, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the job is, they're coding, whatever you're going to call it. They're getting production out. And so when you went to her, if you just went to her first thing in the morning, you say, how's it going? What would she say? She would say, yo, we are hustling, bro. We are getting work done. What is done? Well, we've gotten $600,000 worth of the building put up. $600,000 of the joints weld, of the coating done, of the whatever it is. She says what is done, because that's what she cares about. Production, earned value, is done. Keywords in your head. All right, so if you went to her alone, you'd be like, go to the big boss and say, hey man, we got $600,000 worth of work done. The big boss might be like, and is that good or not? Should we have done more or less? Good bosses will push back on you, right? In the right way. And so what you need to do is be prepared for the conversation by comparing both of those. What is done, let's say 600,000 minus what should be done, right? And that's a positive 100K. So you'd say what is done minus, let's get some more room. Is done minus should gives us our understanding. And really what this really does, bing, 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 it gives us one of our key variables. It gives us schedule variance, schedule variance. That's what it tells us. Right now, snap a line. Based on our schedule, are we ahead or behind? Is done versus should be done. That's it, dude. That is it, right? And so the cool thing in this is schedule variance is done, should be done is really, I shouldn't erase that, but it's okay, is what? EV minus PV is should. That's what it is right there. Beautiful. So if you would have started here and been like, oh, I got to come up with some random algorithm or, little trick, S and E and P and jibbity jibbity G. No, waste the time, right? Don't trick your mind into it. Understand it. This dude gets this understanding. This lady gets this understanding. They meet in the lunchroom. They chat it out. Yo, we've gotten 600,000 done. Oh, that's awesome because you should have only gotten done 500,000. Isn't that sweet? We're 100K ahead schedule-wise. Booyah, they got the schedule variance, 600 minus 500. The world's a good place. These people high five. Sweet. Now, if we wanted to go performance index, simple enough. All we do here, schedule performance index, we throw a division in there. That means every day for the amount of work that we actually get done, it's a little bit more than what we should have done. So our performance rate would be a positive, it'd be positive obviously, but it'd be above 1. So the general rule here is SVs and CVs of positive plus 0 is good. Below 0, bad. SPIs, above 1, yay. All right? Let's keep it simple here. We've logicked ourselves to the schedule variance and schedule performance index, same thing. So I'm going to put it back. Right there. Simplicity to complexity. That's the way to think in life. All right, so right now, if you're the project manager, you talk to these people, you'd be on a pretty much high. You'd go talk to your boss and show off a little bit. Yo, we're 100,000 ahead. High five. I'm getting a raise. Everything's going, right? Now, the thing that they might say is, that's awesome, but what's the cost side of things? You'd be like, whoa, the schedule. Don't you just care about the schedule? And the boss would say, no, dude, I care about the schedule, but I also care about the cost. So next time you're in the lunchroom, you're going to ask a different person, all right? This other person, her name is Mears AC. Now, this lady, I put red hair because I'm not that good of an artist. I can't distinguish stick figures, but she's got a calculator in her hand, an abacus, something like that. She's been around, all right? She's seen high-flying project managers come up, burn out, do well, long-term success, and not whatever. Seen it all, affected by none, right? And so she sees these people high-fiving, we're killing it. She just nuzzles up to him and says, hey, Miss EV, Mr. PV, see you later, Mr. PV. I got to talk to Miss EV for a second. He goes away, and she says, hey, man, I've seen you doing good. I know you're feeling good about the schedule, but I got some news, all right? I've been calculating the numbers. I've been taking in the receipts, the overtime you've been doing, all the rework, all the materials, and you know how the prices went up and stuff like that because of the steel shortage, all that junk, and we have this issue. I got a little bit of bad work to talk to you about. So the total spend, what's the actual spend? Actual spend. Let's just say it's $650,000. And she says, I overheard your conversation, and I heard you say you got $600,000 worth of value done. That's awesome. I'm really proud of you. It seems like you're pushing the teams well. Now, just want to give you some perspective. This is AC talking to EV. Miss AC, Mears AC talking to EV, says, to get that $600K done, we actually have spent $650. And that think about what she's going to feel. Like, she's going to get those weird, that dropping feeling in her stomach. Oh, that ain't good, is it? Oh, no. There's butterflies. It feels bad. We're behind. The euphoria she felt being ahead is tempered now by the fact that this Miss AC said, hey, man, hey, lady, we got to be a little bit cautious because we're overspending, right? And so they think about how to think about this, and they say actual cost. They say earned value because it always starts with the production. Always starts with production. That's the thing that really matters, okay? And then actual cost, all right? And they say, let me do it in math and basic word terms, what is done minus what we spent to get it done. That's logical, right? What we have done and received minus what it costs to get there. All right? And so if we put that in terms, we go, all right, so we got 600K done minus 650. We are at negative 50,000. Related to what? Cost. So cost variance. So our cost variance is negative 50,000. Bad. Frowny face. Right? And so we're good in schedule, we're bad in cost because it's a negative number. Now, the other thing that we could do over there, we could just restate the equation. What is it? You tell me, right? This person minus this person. They're having a conversation. These equations are conversations, not difficult conversations, simple ones. This person talking to this person talking to this person. She's in every conversation. She's in both equations. Yay, we got it, right? Don't that make sense? And so right here, the CPI, what's the equation? You know it. EV divided by AC. Simple. And we could do the math and we could say 600 divided by 650. That's less than 1, right? That's a bad thing. So right now, we have a good understanding. We could go to the boss and say, hey, we're killing it in schedule. We got to tighten up there. If this has been helpful, type down below. Tell me something. Yo, this helps me out. I really like this. This is cool. This is crazy. Scott, you're a wild machine. Whatever you want to say, write it down below. And if you want extra help, come and talk to me. It's real easy. Scott at PMMasterPrep.com. Email me. Try me out. I'll respond back quick. Email or a text or call me, 757-759-5282. Literal, my phone number. Let's do that thing. Here you go. Or go to my website, PMMasterPrep.com. I got tons of stuff like this. We're innovating every single day. I'm breaking it down. We'll make things easier. We get people through in less than a month, in a little of 7 days while they're still working by making things visual, simple, and easy to understand. I would love to work with you. I think it's going to be super duper awesome. But first of all, I got to understand you, right? I got to understand where you are. Everybody's different. I got to understand where you are. But there's a process to learning. We got to get you through it. And we're going to get you smiling at the end, all right? As fast as possible. We don't go a couple days and support you and drop off. No. We go till we're done, till the PMP is in your hand. That's the way we rock and roll, all right? So go to our website, PMMasterPrep.com. Hit the button, either apply for the accelerator or just say, get Scott's help. Just tell me your basic story. I'll think on it. We'll talk on it. We'll figure out what's best for you, and you'll pass. So this is EVM. This is easy. PMP is easy if we think about it the right way. Go to work. See you soon. Email me. Adios.